These machines became 20th-century masterpieces and have proven their superiority in many military conflicts. Here are 5 generations of Sukhoi fighter jets. First generation Su-2. The Sukhoi Su-2 was a Soviet reconnaissance and light bomber aircraft used in the early stages of World War II. It was the first airplane designed by Pavel Sukhoi. The Su-2 it has subsonic speed and straight, unswept wings of wood or light alloy construction. Little or no avionics, with the primary armament being manually controlled guns. Low reliability turbo-reactive engines without afterburner. Second generation Su-7. The Sukhoi Su-7 is a swept-wing, supersonic fighter aircraft developed in 1995, and it was designed as a tactical, low-level dogfighter, but was not successful in this role. Absence of an onboard radar, partially replaced by a radio sight. Its capability to use guns and machine guns as the main armament. Possibility of using unguided missiles as auxiliary weapons, attack ground targets. And high subsonic, near transonic, flight speed. Third generation Su-24. The Sukhoi Su-24 is a supersonic, up to 2 Mach, all-weather attack aircraft developed in the Soviet Union. The aircraft has a variable sweep wing, twin engines, and a side-by-side seating arrangement for its crew of 2. The Su-24 has 2 Saturn/Lyulka AL-21F-3A afterburning turbojet engines with 109.8 knots thrust each, fed with air from 2 rectangular side-mounted intakes with splitter plates/boundary layer diverters. The Su-24's fixed armament is a single fast-firing GSH 6-23 cannon with 500 rounds of ammunition, mounted in the fuselage underside. The gun is covered with an eyelid shutter when not in use. The armament includes various nuclear weapons. 2 or 4 R-60, NATO AA-8 AFID infrared missiles are usually carried for self-defense by the Su-24M/24MK. Fourth generation Su-27. The Su-27 was designed for air superiority missions, and subsequent variants are able to perform almost all aerial warfare operations. It was designed with the Mikoyan MiG-29 as its complement. The Sukhoi Su-27 is a Soviet-origin twin-engine supermaneuverable fighter aircraft. The aircraft had a large wing, clipped, with 2 separate pod engines and a twin tail. The tunnel between the 2 engines, as on the F-14 Tomcat, acts both as an additional lifting surface and hides armament from radar. The Su-27 is armed with a single 30mm, 1.18-in, Gryazev Shipyonov GSH-30-1 cannon in the starboard wing root, and has up to 10 hardpoints for missiles and other weapons. Its standard missile armament for air-to-air combat is a mixture of R-73, AA-11 Archer, and R-27, AA-10 Alamo missiles, the latter including extended range and infrared homing models. Fifth generation Su-57. A multi-role fighter capable of aerial combat as well as ground and maritime strike, the design incorporates stealth, supermaneuverability, supercruise, integrated avionics, and substantial internal payload capacity. The Su-57 is the first fighter in Russian military service to feature stealth technology. The Su-57's high cruising speed is expected to substantially increase weapon effectiveness compared to its predecessors. For air-to-air combat, the Su-57 is expected to carry 4 beyond visual range missiles in its 2 main weapons bays and 2 short-range missiles in the wing root weapons bays. The primary medium-range missile is the R-77M Izdalai-180, with an AESA seeker, a dual-pulse motor, and conventional rear fins. The infrared homing, heat-seeking, R-74M2 Izdalai-760 missile with a reduced cross-section for internal carriage. The KMD Izdalai-300 short-range missile is being developed from the ground up to eventually replace the R-74M2. For large Izdalai-810 beyond visual range missiles, 2 in each main weapons bay, can be carried for longer-ranged applications.